Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Crafternoon tea. So although spring is on its way now, there's still a few rainy days which will see us stuck indoors. So today for this week's Crafternoon tea, I'm going to show you how to make this pinwheel pattern. The perfect excuse to get cosy on the sofa and spend some time at home. So follow me through step by step and I'll show you how to make it. You're going to need a felt tip pen, a ruler, a biro and probably a pencil just to draw your grid out first of all, and a piece of card. So hope you enjoy it making this craft with me, and don't forget to share your makes with us. So first of all we need to draw the grid. So what I'm going to do is I've got a ruler here and I'm just going to use the width of the ruler to give me my perfect squares. So I'm going to draw lines all the way up. I won't use the whole piece of paper. But we need them to be in blocks of 4 to make the pattern work. You can make them as big or as little as you want. It's entirely up to you, the squares. So I've drawn all my lines this way, and now we need to draw them vertical. So again, just using the length of the ruler keeps your lines nice and straight as well. So now we've got a whole sheet made up of squares. So the next step is to draw a line from point to point. I'll hold it up in a second, but we're going to slice our boxes in half. So if you line your ruler up, you can do this all the way down to be fair. So as you can see, I've drawn all the way through each line, each box. So we need to do this for every box. But because they're in groups of 4, you need to keep it opposite. So as you can see, I've now gone, so I went this way and now I've gone this way. So might be easier just to do them singly. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so each square has now been cut in half, all the way through. Now this next bit will probably be easier to do individually, because you're then going to need to cut half of the triangle in half, but in different places. So you can see I've just cut this triangle in half. It will take you quite a while, and it's quite, it's a good brain exercise, this one. So I'll show you a finished block of 4 in a minute. Okay, so each section has a different, so they're never touching, okay? It'll make more sense once we've started to colour them in. So we need to do that for each little block section. It's quite handy to line your ruler to point of the square to make sure you're in the centre of the triangle. Like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off drawing all the lines out, and then join me in a few seconds and I'll show you how to bring it all together and bring your pattern to life. See you in a sec. Now I've drawn the grid out, I've gone over it in a biro just to make it bolder as well. So what we need to do now is we need to bring it together. So I've got a felt tip pen here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour in half of the triangle in each grid. It'll make a bit more sense once they start to come together, and it will form our pinwheel pattern. So there's one triangle so far. So you choose the inner triangles to create the pinwheel look. So we need one triangle white, one triangle black, and then there'll be another pattern in the large triangle. There we go, you can see it's come together as a pinwheel. So the next stage is we need a biro, and you'll need your ruler for this. And in the large triangle, you're going to draw lots of thin lines from point to point. Try and keep them quite close together. Like so. So we need to do that in all the big triangles as well. The lines don't have to be the exact number at the same time in each triangle, but just try and keep them close together. And there we go, we've got our first pinwheel. So join me in a few seconds and I'll finish this off and I'll bring it back and show you the completed piece. See you in a sec. So here it is, all finished. You can see our pinwheel pattern. It gets a little bit smudgy with the biro and the ruler, so just make sure you've got a good quality biro. But I hope you've enjoyed this craft. Don't forget to share your makes with us and see you again next week for another Crafternoon tea. Take care, bye for now.